Hey everyone, welcome back. For this one, we're going to be revisiting the GTX 275 and seeing how it performs in Grand Theft Auto 5. So the GTX 275 was launched in the beginning of 2009. It supports DirectX 10, not 11 unfortunately, and it has 896 megabytes of VRAM. So the model I have is the XFX model. And we're pairing it with a Ryzen 2700X with 16 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz DDR4 RAM. Alright, so by default, it goes with DirectX 10 mode, obviously, because the GTX 275 doesn't support DirectX 11 at 800 by 600 resolution with this bloody menu, man. With all these are the pretty much default settings. All set to normal, the reflection quality set to high for some reason, soft shadows are sharp, and in the game we are getting 75 FPS average, and percentile lows are looking pretty good as well. That's actually quite surprising. But the card would have been 6 years old when GTA 5 came out on PC in 2015, which by today's standards you would expect a 6-year-old GPU to be able to handle these titles. But back then, I would have thought it'd be pretty hit and miss, but it's been a few years. Whoa. So, yeah, it seems pretty stable. Oh, oops. Yeah, we're getting 69 average, nice. But yeah, the percentile lows drops a bit there, but the stuttering's not noticeable. So I think we'll pull over now. Oh, getting over 100 FPS, blimey. So we'll up it to 1024 by 768 now, see how much impact that has on the performance. Alright, we're running at 1024 by 768 now, and the frame rate's dropped a little bit. Still seeing about 70 odd FPS, which is absolutely fine. We're not using all... Oh, we nearly maxed out the VRAM, we're nearly maxed out the GPU as well. Yeah, this is running absolutely fine. There's no the percentile lows are fine. There's like not any stuttering. And mind you, though, we are in a pretty unintensive location. If we go back over here, go up that hill, it's all grassy and all the bushes and trees and whatnot. That tends to drop. The frame rate's only dropping there. It dropped into the 50s. Let's see, is it round here? Yeah, it's round here. Let's go drive up this hill. Excuse me. So up here. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we're still getting 60, 70 FPS. Not bad. Oh, getting over 80 now. Whee! Ow. 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 100 FPS. Nope, this is all good. Nope, drop down to 50, 40s. But yeah, still stable. Percentile lows still good. It's not. There's no stuttering over there. Cool. Up it up a bit more. Let's go into 720p now, shall we? Right. So 720p. It says the video memory is now, or the usage will be 901 megabytes, which is above what the 275 has. But I reckon it won't have a problem. Otherwise, I won't allow it. So we'll see. We'll probably get a bit more stuttering maybe. So we're getting 50 odd frames per second. I have to increase the resolution anymore. I'll have to increase the size of the overlay. But you can see there we've got getting like 60 frames, well, 59 frames per second. So still runs fine. It does look a bit fuzzy. It's a bit yeah, everything still looks fuzzy, pixelated. But that's just because we're running at the utmost lowest settings, but at least, we don't have to turn shadows off, which in extreme cases, you have to turn off the shadows to get some kind of playable performance. But no, absolutely no issues here. Percentile lows are still looking good. The frame time graph says there's a lot of stuttering, but it's not noticeable. Excuse me. Right, drive over here. Coming through. Oh, those benches are fixed to the floor. Thought I might be able to bash them over. No. Excuse me. Don't jump in front of my car. Oh, sorry. That was my fault. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. Excuse me. Oh god. No, this is. Let's pull over and take up to 768p. Right. Okay, we're gonna take that up to 1360 by 768. Yes, I want to keep that, and we're now down to 55, 56 FPS. Excuse me, coming through. Oh jeez. Oh no, sorry. Ooh, no, don't want to go that way because that goes into the freeway. Don't want to go that way. In fact, do we? I don't know. Let's just go this way. Yeah, so it's still pretty stable. Percentile lows are the usual, just down to the 30s, high 20s for 0.1% lows. But yeah, you can play this at 768p. The thing is, the 275 is obviously not a 1080p card. So I mean, we could try running it at 1080p. We could try running it at 1080p, but I reckon it just won't be able to. Won't even output a display. When did 1080p actually become a thing in modern graphics cards? I wonder. Up here. We can't if we can get 900p. See if 900p is available. Oops. Did it again. Oh, look at that sunset. How lovely. Even on... no, cars. Struggling. So how old is 14-year-old card now? Is it 14? Yeah, it's 14 years old. Well, nearly 15 years old, for the matter, in 2 months. And we get to look at that beautiful sunset over the sea. The reflections are... There is reflections in the sea. That's pretty impressive. We're still getting what? We're getting 40 odd. The frame rate's dropped down to like 40 odd. But when we're looking over out to the sea there, and then up the hill, goes up to like 60 frames per second. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So let's see if we can increase the settings any higher. Right. So what we've got available to us, we've got 600 by 900. So let's see if it'll run that. I mean, it wants 974 megabytes of VRAM, which we don't have, but we'll give it a shot. Right, so we'll set that to 1600 by 900, and okay, that's just made the screen stretch out a lot. Yeah, so 1600 by 9. I don't know if that's an issue with my capture card or what, but even so, if you're able to play this by 1600 by 900, you still get a good frame rate. I can't see the afterburner overlay because it's off screen and I can't do anything about that, which sucks. But yeah, 1600. But yeah, you can still play 1600 by 900. I mean, I've tried both my capture cards, and neither of them. I think it's just the fact that the 275 is just not a 1080p card or a 900p card for that matter. So maximum resolution you're able to run this comfortably at is 1368. Well, 1360 by 768, which is still, you get a good performance. So what we'll do is we'll set that back to 1360 by 768 and start increasing some of the settings. So we'll turn on FXAA. I'm guessing that MSA isn't supported. It's just realised the densities. We'll just ramp it up, see if it likes it. Just set everything to high settings maybe. Set some anti-tropic filtering. Set it to X4 maybe. Ambient occlusions to that to high as well. We'll probably have to restart the game. Yep, so we'll restart the game, and when we come back, we'll see how high settings affects the frame rate. I reckon it'll be an absolute disaster. Alright, so this is actually looking pretty promising. We're averaging 50 FPS, which is absolutely fine for a card of this age. There doesn't seem to be any stuttering, but we'll see when let's go for a drive. Let's see if the so yeah, the frame rate does look like it's dropping as we go for a drive. It's a bit more stuttery. The 0.1% lows have dropped into the teens. Oops. But yeah, we're getting about 40 odd frames per second. It feels like we got some input lag now. Hence my appalling driving. Well, that's my excuse. Can we actually drive a tram? I didn't realise there were trams in this game. Let's see if we can nick one whilst driving absolutely abysmally. Oh, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if you have the lowest settings, the 275 will handle GTA 5 absolutely fine. You'll get 60 frames per second if you run it at 768p, which is pretty much the maximum resolution you can, comfortably run any game in on a GTX 275. But yeah, it's pretty stuttery. This you don't want to run this with high settings at all. And I've brought the car. But on that note, so the GTX 275 can be picked up for like £12. I've seen it on CEX websites, so around the £10 mark on the used market. Of course, you can't buy these new anymore. It's a pretty good buy if you want to build yourself a retro PC, and the fact that it'll run GTA 5 comfortably. Granted, not at the best settings, but it's doable. So yeah, it's definitely pair it with like a something like an early, like a first generation i7 or i5 or a Core 2 quad like a Q9400 or 9650, which I recently reviewed. You'll have a pretty good retro PC there. You could probably you can install Windows 10 if you wanted to. Play some more modern games on Steam. Because Steam will no longer support Windows 7 or 8 from January 2024. Or you could install Windows XP, play some have yourself a decent XP rig if you want to play some retro games. The possibilities are endless with that sort of system from that age. So that's all for this one. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Let me know your experiences with the GTX 275 or the 200 series in general below, and your thoughts on the kind of hardware you've played GTA 5 on. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.